Happy New Year 2026, New Year near me, 10 days now. And what's going on with you? 10 days in, are you still on top of your resolution? Are you still keeping up with the promise, with the changes you wanted to do? If you're not able by now to continue what you promised yourself, what are you going to do for the rest of 356 days or 355 days? It might sound like it's going to be a long year, long time. But when you see what's happening with the news, when you see what's happening with Venezuela, when you see what's happening with the world and Iran, not even 10 days, and it feels like a war is about to happen. When I say war, world war. We don't live in 2000 or 2016 anymore, where things take time. You remember the news that happened 3 months ago, and then you remember the news that happened about like in February and March. Like, I don't know if you remember 2025, as soon as the year started, there's like already a bunch of big news happening, and the war, as we know, kind of like what's happening in Palestine, Israel, and no one cares anymore as much. No one remembers. Life is moving so fast that people don't have patience for anything, or even tolerance. We live in the TikTok world where like the span of attention is not even 3 seconds. You don't have 3 seconds to catch someone's attention. Like, if I did not nail my video in the first 5 seconds, you might have been gone by now. And I will tell you something, most people are gone. Because they don't have time to just listen, to try and see something new. They already know what their mind wants. They already are patched how their dopamine is gonna be created by, and they're there. You have to be polarized. You have to be diversified. If you only read the New York Times news, you would have no idea what's happening with Fox News, and there is 50% of people that are subscribed to that. You can't just be self-aware with your thoughts. Your action has to follow, and you will only be self-aware if you aware yourself with what you don't know. And that is more important that is more important than rechecking of what you know. Because number one, the more you know, the more you don't know. And number two, you don't know as much as you think you are. And with how easy the informations are available for us, the more time goes by, the faster you are moving backward. Let me tell you something. Back in the days when there was no internet as much, there's news going on. People will talk about that for weeks. People will talk about that for weeks. I remember when the war of Iraq happening, man. I mean, yes, it lasted for years, but that's all we talked about. Now Venezuela war, we've talked about for 2 days, 3 days. Gone. People are not patient anymore. And I'm gonna tell you what's the word of this year, for this year, sorry. The word of this year, in my opinion, should be impatience. It should be impatience, capitalized, uppercase, whatever the fuck you want it. Impatience. With same day delivery and in real time trading and money moving in a minute and Zelle and Bitcoin and crypto, and we still patient? Man, get the fuck out of here. Patience is slow. And please, I'm not talking about patience with people. You have to be able to separate what I'm talking about, relationships within yourself and your relationship with your life. Okay? Things does not need emotions, you can do whatever the fuck you want. Okay? Things that does not need another person's emotion, you can do whatever the fuck you want, because there is only you involved in it. But when there is another extra person, a new variable comes in, unfortunately the formula changes. It can be 1 + 1 is equal to, it's 1 + 1 + X. equal y, and we don't know what's the x because we don't know what's the y. And that's always changing, always changing. So if you're still waiting, what are you gonna do? You're late. If you're not moving while trying to figure things out, you're gonna arrive late. You have to move while not knowing what you're gonna do. It's okay, because you're gonna fuck up anyway. The more you move, the easier it is. You have momentum. Each step of failure is a step closer to success. But when you're in your place trying to make things perfect, and you're like either perfect or not, let me tell you what's gonna happen. 95% of the chances you're gonna stay in your spot, because perfection does not exist. Perfection does not exist. So if you still, I'm not telling you like back in the days collecting money and thinking about buying a house and saving it and that property is going to be cheap. We agree by 2 years ago that scenario does not exist anymore. Now what I'm talking about is if you're still thinking about being in a job and getting paid and just waiting for your salaries and a little bit of extra maybe of crypto, that now we cannot rely on crypto as we can see. It can boom, but as you can see, it's not something stable. Nothing is safe. Nothing is safe. Things are moving so fast. You have to act fast, think fast, go, go, go. And patience. If you have to have that urgency. We live in a super fast-paced technology. Companies are booming months after months, years. When you see Nvidia 5 trillion, Google's 4 trillion, what are you talking about? And you still like counting dollars, like $100? Ask yourself, am I going too fast? If your question is no, you have to go faster. If your question is yes, you have to go faster. Besides sleep, where it should be always in a good range, 7-8 hours, everything else has to be urgent. Urgent, but please, not just urgent, urgent with intention. You are acting fast and your mind is catching up with how fast you're acting. Your mind is analyzing, is present, your subconscious is doing the work, and your body is following and trusting the decision coming from your mind. And it has to become a habit. And you know how this habit's gonna be? You're gonna start fucking up, you're gonna start sleeping, you're gonna start failing. People might laugh at you. But guess what? The more you fall and the more you stand back after falling, the faster and efficient you're gonna be. We're not just talking about efficiency, and we're not just talking about speed. We're talking about efficient speed. Okay? Number one, if you're not using ChatGPT 24/7, what the fuck are you doing? That's your fucking assistant. If you're not using AI, you're fucking losing time and money and energy. Like, I cannot emphasize on the use on AI. Like I to a point that I feel it's normal. Like I genuinely believe it's normal that all of my friends are now using AI for the simplest and most complicated things. When I talk to people and I say the word ChatGPT, I truly pause for a second because I'm like, am I giving this crazy tool or that people don't want to talk about, or is this now normal? Because in my head, I'm like, it's normal. I don't think I've ever Googled anymore. I truly don't Google that much anymore. ChatGPT, ChatGPT, ChatGPT that, ChatGPT that. Like my mom said, TPTPT. Man. If you're old and you know how to use ChatGPT, take YouTube videos and learn how to use ChatGPT. Sorry guys. If you're young, you know how to use ChatGPT, make it more efficient. You know? But of course, with the use of ChatGPT, you can get dumber. So when you ask questions and ask and look, ChatGPT as good as its masters will allow it to be. It's just a dumb machine. That's what it is. So if you want me to talk more about how to use ChatGPT in the most proper way, no fucking 5 tips and do this. Generally, I will tell you how to use it very well. But we need consciousness of if you don't know something, then you have to learn about it first. It's kind of like you see the gap between what ChatGPT is giving you and you try to close that gap with learning, asking him questions. Don't be any question, man. So yeah, it's all about speed, impatience, act, go, 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 being aware, being, of course, how can I say? The other part maybe I want to touch is like the more effort you're gonna provide and you're gonna kind of like outsource, the more you have to think about the input. So any energy is convertible, of course, and the way you're going to be able to convert an energy into productive, efficient energy and also constant, you need something that will feed it. And I'm talking about recovery. I'm talking about what you eat. I'm talking about what you do to take care of your body. I'm not talking about chilling. Please, if you're playing video games by now, still, bruh, don't get me started, man. Like, what the fuck? Once in a while, when you see your friends, that's okay. But by yourself in your fucking room playing, you should be in the fucking gym, man. You should be in the gym lifting weights, playing with your body. The fuck? The shit that drives me crazy. You have no idea the potential that the body of the human being can attain. I'm sure that 100% of people listening here are men, but if you're also a woman, go move your body, do something with it. Do something. Lift weights, walk, whatever it is. Get the fuck out of just like the norm, you know? Like if you want to be exceptional, and exceptional now is not exceptional anymore because every single person believe that people are exceptional when they see their Instagram and shit. So 10 days in, knock, knock, knock. How we doing? Is this year going to be your year or what? They'll tell you this. Even if you just did 1 day of effort and now it's 9 days in, don't quit now. Don't quit now. Don't give up. Maybe this year will be about trying and failing. But at least you try. There's nothing worse than not trying and failing. This the worst thing you can do, all that not trying and fail, is nothing. I mean, you're just gonna, like, not trying is automatically failure. But if you try and fail, that's a lesson. That's an extra data. That's an extra. Like I'm sure you heard this. Michael Jordan said, "I missed my 9,000 shots" or something like that. 9,000 shots. Those were all a step closer to a successful shot. So every day try to go to the gym. Maybe you'll fail, but please, every day try. Maybe put your shorts and then you lay down and you sleep with your workout shorts. Maybe tomorrow you will wear shorts and your shirt. Maybe one day you put your full workout and your backpack is ready and you open the door and close the door and you don't leave and you go back to sleep. That's super close. One day you're gonna go to the gym. I guarantee you do that. The more you try, the more you'll understand, the more you feel like you're going closer. It's not about the destination. It's about how to get there. Each person has their own goal. Your goal is to go to the gym. The other person's goal is to go to the gym every single day. He will miss a day, but he tried every day. Maybe you go once a year, but trying every day is as equally successful as the other person trying every day, setting that goal. So be honest with yourself, set a realistic goal, and no matter what's the result, never give up. Never give up, never give up. Because this year, time is going so fast that you're gonna look back and be like, you know what? I did my best. And that's what matters. I tried, I failed, but I did my best. And if anybody will tell you otherwise and you're truly honest with your word, you truly mean absolutely everything you said, you will feel fulfilled. Because that was your absolute fucking best. So let's fucking go, man. Let's fucking do this shit. Happy New Year.